All right, so as I just discussed, what you couldn't hear, this dividing concept is what we're going to do in Algebra 2. So what we're going to do is we're not going to worry about the answer concept here, and we're going to take the top, which is the square root of 84 x to the 11th, y to the 3rd, and we're going to simplify it so we can practice simplifying radicals. And so now what we need to ask ourselves, two questions. One, what perfect squares are factors of 84? Or, how do I factor 84? Any perfect squares inside of 84? All right, so here's a concept that some of you can do. Everybody watching on your calculator here? Something you can do. Come on with that. All right. And so what we can do right here is we can go to our y equals. We can turn it on, which would be good. Go to your y equals. Let's clear out the ones that we worked earlier. And if you want to know about factors of 84, how do you get factors?
You see what numbers that multiply to get.
How do you unmultiply?
You divide.
You divide. So you can find factors by dividing. So if I know the number that I want to divide, or I want to factor, which is 84, I can create an equation by dividing by x, because whatever number I put in there for x is going to give me the two factors. And so this is a way I can look at factors. And so when I do this, I can go to the table. We don't care about the graph, so I go second table, and what I have here is I have numbers that I plug in, and I can get the factors of 84. Like 84 divided by 1 is 84.
Why does it say error on 0?
Because I can't divide by 0.
Okay, cool.
That's undefined. Remember we did that earlier? And so therefore, let's look at the numbers that are showing up here and here that are perfect squares. So the first one would be 4. 4 is a perfect square, right? So I got 4 and 21. Is 21 prime? Is 21 a prime number?
I have no clue.
Is it divisible by 1 in itself, or is there another thing that I can break 21 up into?
You have to break 20 out like an numbers.
3 and 7, right? And so it's not prime. So let's go on down to another perfect square. The next perfect square is 9, right?
Right.
9 is not divisible by it, so it's going to go away. And so let's go down to the next one after 9, which is 16, correct?
Yeah.
And 16, not a perfect one. What's the next one after 16?
36.
After 16?
32.
After 16?
No clue.
25. Okay, so we got 25 down here. It's not perfect, right? Because it's got a decimal. What's the next one after that?
36.
There it is.
Yay. Are we adding 9? Oh my god, who's in backwards?
Okay, so 36 is not perfect right here.
No.
Okay? And so as I keep looking and trying to find those perfect squares past, we got back to our 2's over here. So what we had was 4 was a perfect square that was in there, correct?
And
9 was not good. We have 4 and 21. So let's see if we can factor. We know we're going to pull another one out here from 21. So we can break this down to 4 times 21. And then we got 11 x's, right? All right. So we'll deal with those x's in just a minute. So this 4 factors to 2 times 2. The 21 factors to 3 times 7.
yes.
All right. And then we're going to look at all of our x's.
Right.
All right, and then I got our y's. And now we look for our perfect squares. And we got this one right here. Anything right here?
No.
No, so it's going to stay. And then I start going, 1 comes out, 1's gone. That and that stay, 1 comes out, gone, comes out, gone, comes out, gone, comes out, gone, comes out, gone. And then this one's going to stay, comes out, gone. And this one's going to stay. So, what do I have coming out? I have a 2, an x, an x, an x, x, and x. How many x's are coming out?
Give it another Miss-
There's 6.
There's 6 coming out.
Oh, there's 5.
Right, because those are going to come out, and this one's staying. So therefore, since it's an odd number, one's going to be staying. And so I have on the outside 2, x to the 5th. What about any y's coming out? 1 y would be coming out, and what's left underneath? What has circles around it that's staying underneath? 3 times 7, which is 21, and an x and a y.
Is that the answer?
That is, well, if we simplify. That's not going to be one of those answers over there because we did different instructions. We didn't divide it. We just simplified the top part. The bottom part would be easier to simplify because it's the square root of 7x squared y. What do we know about 7?
It's 3 times 4.
It is not. That's 12.
My bad. 3 plus 4.
It's 7 and 1. It's prime, right? So 7 is going to stay. The x is going to break down to x times x. And the y is going to break down to y. And so these are going to stay. One comes out, one's gone, and stay. So this is going to come down to x square root of 7y. And so that would be simplifying that one.